Mia walked into the diner before sunrise, head down, hair covering the right side of her face. She moved quietly, hoping no one would notice her, or the scar that had changed her life overnight. Once, she had been the cheerful waitress customers asked for by name. Now, after the accident, she avoided eye contact, avoided conversations, avoided mirrors most of all. That morning, as she delivered coffee to a corner booth, she heard a gentle voice. "You don't have to hide," the man said softly. Startled, she froze. The stranger, a traveler with warm eyes and paint-stained hands, wasn't staring at her scar, just at her. "I'm sorry," she whispered, clutching her notepad. "It's just easier this way." "But it's not who you are," he replied. Mia tried to smile, but guilt tightened her chest. For months she'd believed the scar had stolen her beauty, her confidence, her old life. No one had told her otherwise, not even herself. Later that day, as the diner emptied, the man approached the counter. "I'm an artist," he said. "I see beauty in things people overlook. Especially things that survived." He slid a small sketch across the counter. Her breath caught. He had drawn her, not hiding, not ashamed. Her scar was visible, but so was something she thought she'd lost, strength. "That's how I see you," he said. For the first time since the accident, Mia lifted her head. Really lifted it. Maybe, she wasn't broken. Maybe she was becoming someone braver. The next morning, Mia found herself searching the diner for him before her shift even began. She told herself it was because she wanted to return the drawing, but deep down she knew the truth. For the first time in months, someone had seen her, really seen her. He arrived just after 8, stepping in with a shy wave. "Good morning, Mia." No one had said her name with that much warmth in a long time. She brought him coffee, hands trembling slightly. "I never asked, what's your name?" "Ethan," he said, smiling. "I'm here for a week. Traveling, painting, looking for stories." Mia blinked. "Stories? Everyone has one. Yours feels unfinished." Her heart thudded. She didn't know how a stranger could make her feel safe enough to talk, but with Ethan, the words slipped out. She told him about the car accident, waking up in the hospital, and the moment she realized the scar would never fade. She confessed how people's awkward stares had hurt more than the injury itself. Ethan listened, not with pity, but with the quiet respect of someone who understood loss. "You survived something life-changing," he said. "That's not a flaw. It's a chapter." But the world didn't see it that way. Later that day, a group of teenagers walked in. When Mia approached their table, one of them whispered too loudly, "Look at her face." Her throat tightened. The old fear punched through her chest. But before she could escape to the kitchen, Ethan stepped forward. "She's braver than all of us," he said firmly. "Show some respect." The teens fell silent. For Mia, the moment felt surreal. Nobody had defended her like that, not even family. As Ethan walked her back behind the counter, she felt something shift inside her. For once, she wasn't hiding. For once, she didn't want to. Over the next few days, Ethan became part of Mia's routine: morning coffee, quiet conversations, gentle encouragement. He never pushed her, never asked her to open up more than she wanted. But somehow, being around him made breathing easier. On the 5th morning, he surprised her. "I want to show you something," he said as she finished her shift. Mia hesitated. The idea of being seen outside the diner still terrified her. But something in his voice, steady, calm, patient, made her nod. He led her to a small rented studio nearby. Canvases leaned against every wall, portraits of strangers, landscapes glowing with color, sketches full of emotion. But at the center stood one painting covered with a cloth. "I've been working on this," Ethan said. "If you're comfortable, I'd like to show you." Mia swallowed hard. Is it of me? Yes, he admitted. But not the version you think. Her pulse raced. She braced herself, expecting to be confronted by the scar, by reminders of what she'd lost. When he lifted the cloth, she gasped. It wasn't a painting of her scar. It was a painting of her strength. Ethan had captured the moment she carried a tray through the diner with her chin lifted, not hiding, not shrinking. Her eyes were alive, fierce, resilient. The scar was there, but it was woven into her expression like a warrior's mark, not a flaw. I painted you how I see you, Ethan said quietly. Not broken. Not damaged. Beautiful in a way life carved, not destroyed. Tears blurred her vision. Why would you do this for me? Because someone once helped me see my worth after I lost it, he said softly. And you deserve the same. Mia touched the frame, overwhelmed. For the first time since the accident, she felt whole. For the next 2 days, Mia found herself thinking about the painting every spare moment. Something inside her had shifted, not suddenly, but quietly, like a window opening after being shut for too long. She wasn't fully confident yet, but she was beginning to breathe differently, walk differently. Still, the world didn't change overnight. On Friday evening, the diner filled up fast. A local event had brought in more customers than usual, and Mia rushed between tables, trying to keep up. She was doing well, until a woman at table 6 waved her over. Excuse me, the woman said sharply. I ordered extra onions. And maybe next time, don't lean in so close. It's distracting. Her eyes flicked to Mia's scar. The comment hit like a slap. Mia's throat closed, and old insecurities came flooding back. She muttered an apology and hurried to the kitchen, hands shaking. She hated this feeling, the shame, the shrinking, the instinct to run. She didn't know Ethan had walked in. He noticed immediately when she didn't greet him. He found her standing alone in the storage room, breathing unevenly. Mia, he said gently. She turned away. I thought I was getting better. I thought I was strong. Then one comment, one look, and I'm back to feeling like I want to hide forever. Ethan stepped closer but didn't touch her. Strength isn't never breaking. It's choosing to stand back up, even when you're hurt. She wiped her eyes. I don't know if I can. He reached into his pocket and handed her the small sketch he'd drawn on the first day, the one where she looked brave. You already did, he said softly. Every day you walk out there, you prove it. Mia stared at the drawing. Maybe strength wasn't loud. Maybe it was quiet, and persistent. The next morning, Mia woke up earlier than usual. She stood in front of her bathroom mirror, the same mirror she had avoided for months. The scar was still there, of course. It always would be. But for the first time, she didn't feel the urge to look away. Ethan's words echoed in her mind, strength isn't never breaking. She brushed her hair back from her face, fully exposing the scar, and breathed deeply. Today, she wasn't going to hide. At the diner, people noticed. Some looked surprised, some looked curious, but Mia held her head high. She greeted customers with a confidence that felt new, but also familiar, like something she had lost and finally found again. When Ethan walked in, his expression softened. Mia, he whispered, you look like yourself. Maybe for the first time, she replied. But the true test came minutes later. A little girl with bright blue eyes tugged on her mother's sleeve and pointed at Mia. Mommy, what happened to her face? The diner went quiet. Mia knelt beside the girl. I got hurt, she said gently. But I healed. And now this scar reminds me that I'm strong. The girl smiled. It looks like a superhero mark. Laughter rippled through the room, warm, light, genuine. Mia felt tears rise, but this time they weren't from pain, they were from relief. After her shift, Ethan walked her outside. "I'm leaving tomorrow," he said softly. Her heart sank, but she nodded. "I know. But before I go," he handed her a small wrapped canvas. "This is yours." When she uncovered it, she gasped. It was a new painting, Mia standing in the diner, smiling openly, scar and all. A woman transformed. "Thank you," she whispered. "For seeing me." Ethan smiled. "You see yourself now. That's what matters." As he walked away, Mia held the painting close. She wasn't hiding anymore. She was finally, beautifully, whole.